Hallo und willkommen zu Lonestar. Wir spielen Agathe Christie, Hercule Poirot, The First Cases. Ja, ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich im richtigen Zimmer bin. Kann schon sein. Aber es gibt ein paar Sachen zum Nachschauen. Archibald Sterling, a friendly, well-experienced butler who has been with the Bosch family for several years. He takes pride in his work, his appearance, and the house. He considers himself the father figure of the other young staff of the house, and I believe he would do anything for them. Archibald is stressed. Why is he so stressed? Moment. Zachariah Demir. He is friendly and full of life. I imagine he feels comfortable as the center of attention with all eyes in the room on him. It is obvious that he enjoys a drink or two, but what harm is there in that at a celebration such as this? So, wir sollen hier zwei Verbindungen finden. Da ist anscheinend ein anderer da. Few working staff. Vielleicht passt das ja zusammen.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Oh, schade. Ist doch das gleiche Thema. Es sind zu wenige, die hier arbeiten. Könnte natürlich auch sein, dass es mit dem dann zusammenhängt. Music, da sehe ich eigentlich keinen Zusammenhang. East Wing. Passt das zusammen?
I must act on thought and fact.
Oh. Hercule Poirot ist wieder ganz fies zu mir. Eigentlich ist das doch eine Abweichung. Wir haben hier den West Wing. Da soll ich mein Zimmer haben. Aber hier steht, dass alle im East Wing sind. Vielleicht passt das zusammen, weil er eigentlich die Leute nicht durch die Gegend schickt, wo sie hin sollen.
Come, my little grey cells.
Oh. Ah ja, okay. So, also. Die zwei gehören vermutlich zusammen. Und dann ist es nicht der Archibald is stressed, sondern... Ach, Quatsch, hier. Archibald is doing too much, sondern stressed und few working. Dann gehört das zwei zusammen.
What a revelation!
Naja, also davon bin ich jetzt nicht so überzeugt. Das hätte auch das hier sein können. A butler would usually escort me to my room, but on this occasion I must find my own way. Archibald stressed due to lack of staff. Wo ist mein Mauszeiger hin? Hier ist er. Okay, wir sind also in dem Zimmer für Frauen. Aber deswegen verstehe ich auch nicht, warum ich das nicht verbinden kann, den East Wing mit dem West Wing.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
It appears as though I am staying in a very feminine room. Perhaps there has been some confusion. Naja, wenn es jetzt eine neue Verbindung gibt, dann gehören die wohl zusammen.
Magnifique.
Archibald is clearly flustered with his tasks. It appears he has sent me to the wrong room. Archibald misdirected me. Ich soll also mit jemandem reden, oder? Nein! Ich soll mir das Zimmer genauer anschauen. Sieht aus wie ein Standzeichen hier. Hier ein Pfeil. Was könnte das sein? Ein Gnom. Da ist sein Hut und da läuft er. Da spritzt noch Wasser von der Pfütze auf, in die er reingetreten ist. Das ist der kleine Gnom. So, also dann schauen wir uns doch mal um. Ah. Perfume Bottles haben wir uns schon angeschaut. Kaputt. There does not seem to be anything of interest in here. Ich finde es schade, dass es echt nicht vertont ist. Ich glaube, ich habe es schon öfters angemerkt. Fireplace. A roaring fire. I could stand and gaze into the flames for hours. Da sagt er nichts dazu. Da ist ein Telefon, eine Frucht, ein Apfel ist das, oder? Eine Feder. Ist das Noten oder was ist das? Luggage. There is no tag, but must belong to one of the guests. Da kommt jetzt gleich jemand rein. Ich habe übrigens wahnsinnig attraktive rote Schuhe mit roten Socken. Das habe ich schon angeguckt. Das Window hatten wir auch schon. Ah, Pillow. Ist da vielleicht eine Schokolade drunter oder drauf?
Aha.
A card is hidden under the pillow. It indicates Hugo would like Mrs. Conrad to speak with him ASAP. Okay. It appears Monsignor Sterling has given me the wrong room. This one had been made up for Jacqueline Conrad. No matter, I shall find my chamber myself. Inspect the ground floor hall to advance the investigation. It does not take a great detective to realize this is not my room.
Oh.
Also da will er nicht reingehen. Dann sollen wir jetzt echt runter. Na, hier ist noch jemand. Habe ich das schon angeschaut? Ja. Hatten wir.
You must be Detective Poirot. Welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. Gideon Demir.
The fiancé to Mademoiselle Angeline. The pleasure is all mine.
Angeline spoke so highly of you. It sounds as though you are the man that can sort this terrible mess out.
I am, monsieur. You have my word.
Tja, womit fangen wir denn an? Vielleicht mit der Mademoiselle Angeline? How has Mademoiselle Angeline been since receiving the letters?
She tries her best to keep everyone else happy, but I can see it is taking its toll.
Quite understandable. She is feeling the burden of the family that is not hers to carry.
Angeline has spoken with her mother. She has asked if there is anything that could be used against her, but she was just so dismissive.
And what are your thoughts on the matter?
I do not want to overstep my position, but if there is something that could damage not only the Van Bosch name, but our future, Angeline deserves to know.
That is a very diplomatic answer.
You have met Madame. You know it is best to not get on her wrong side.
I have, and Monsieur Gideon is wise to select his battles carefully where Madame is concerned. The guests that are attending your announcement...
Mostly friends of the family. A couple of business associates of mine. Quite a mix from all walks of life.
With regards to the blackmailing, can they be trusted, or should they be considered suspects?
Angeline is struggling to trust anyone right now, but Madame van den Bosch, as it is her house, thought it was best for us to have them all present.
And they will all be staying in the house?
Yes, it is a rather full house. All 6 guests will be staying on this floor. The family resides on the 2nd floor. As does Felix.
I will be sure to speak with them all. However, I will keep my identity and purpose for being here hidden, at least until I have made my initial introductions.
I'm afraid that ship may have already sailed. Once the Comtesse gets wind of something, a detective coming to the house, for example, you can bet everyone will know.
I could not help noticing an air of antipathy when mentioning the Major.
You are very observant, Detective. You would be wise to keep that perceptive nature while you're here.
I'm sure you are correct, but I'd like to return to your feelings towards the Major.
He has been a good friend to Madame van den Bosch over the years, but that does not make him a good man, or suitable to involve himself in family affairs.
Monsieur Gideon has not said anything negative against the Major, but it sounds as though he is questionable of the Major's intentions in the house.
Merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Monsieur? Monsieur? Wie heißt jetzt? Mon Dieu vielleicht. Runter. Ja, downstairs. Die Schuhe machen mich ganz fusselig. Bon, Mademoiselle Angeline is here. The sooner I learn more about the blackmail, the quicker she can return to celebrating her happy news. I am also eager to hear about Mademoiselle Elizabeth and what became of young Florette. The Van den Bosch family have held a place in my mind since our first meeting. I'm most interested to see what has changed since then.
Mademoiselle Angeline, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Detective, how wonderful you are here. Your travel was not too arduous, I hope?
Watching from my carriage window, I saw the beautiful countryside and rolling hills. It was anything but taxing.
I'm truly thankful you could make it here at such late notice.
No thanks are required, mademoiselle. When one is requested personally, there is nothing more important.
It seems the staff have been almost run off their feet today. Is it always like this?
Gideon and I only wanted a small dinner to celebrate our engagement, but Maman was adamant on throwing this party. It may have been her idea, but it's the staff that have made it happen. Their efforts do not go unnoticed, from me at least. They have been with us for so long. I do my best to make sure they are happy and content.
Mademoiselle has made a remarkable transformation from selfish, spoiled brat to the gracious young woman I see before me. Although I must solve this case alone, Mademoiselle's insight may be of great assistance throughout my investigation. Who is aware of the blackmail letters and their content?
Only Maman, Elizabeth, my beloved Gideon, and you, of course.
And what is your fiancé's opinion of the letters?
He thinks me foolish for paying the first one if there is no secret to reveal. But
you believe there may be a secret lurking, one that Maman is herself keeping hidden.
she tells me nothing. Even though I'm a grown woman on the verge of marriage, she still treats me like the child I once was.
Perhaps it is out of love that she protects you. It is in every mother's nature to protect their young from hurt.
The relationship between Madame and Mademoiselle is obviously far from perfect. She should treasure the times she has with Mademoiselle Angeline before she is wed and has flown the nest. Das fragen wir noch nicht. Do you have any suspicions as to whom may have sent the letters?
Not a single person. I don't know anyone that would stoop so low.
The guests that will be joining us tonight, they are ones you can trust?
I hope so, Detective. Before the letters arrived, I would not have thought twice about it.
They are all close friends of yours, I assume.
Friends and colleagues. Gideon has spoken positively about them. It would be a rather underhanded tactic to do such a thing to someone you are doing business with.
Mademoiselle seems naive to the nature of business. It can be ruthless and unapologetic. Perhaps I should not overlook them as suspects as quickly as Mademoiselle has. Then tell me, what became of the young maidservant Florette?
Oh, Detective, I'm afraid I just don't know.
She was quite adamant at the police station that she would not be returning to the house, but I assumed she would at least collect her belongings.
Maman demanded that Elizabeth pack up everything she had and dispose of it.
As if the poor girl had not already lost enough.
But I couldn't let that happen. Elizabeth and I took her belongings, what little there was of them, to a friend of hers in the town that Elizabeth knew of. But not even she had heard from her.
Could Florette have returned to her family?
I wanted to contact her, but I had no address or telephone number.
Surely Madame must have had some information when she employed her.
You saw how Mama was. As soon as Florette was out of sight of the house, it was as though she had never been there at all. Elizabeth was most upset at the news Florette would not be returning.
And your mama's choice to ignore her accountability for the girl stopped you searching.
Please, Detective, you cannot make me feel any worse than I already do. If I could go back and live that day again, you must believe me, I would never have done it.
Mademoiselle Angeline has finally accepted responsibility and is remorseful for her actions that day and the consequences that followed. I am pleased to see a maturity in her, but that does not help young Florette, wherever she may be. There are certainly some beautiful pieces of art here.
Yes, Maman has quite a collection, although they are not all to my taste. Most, in fact.
The painting of the saints in particular, it is quite exquisite. Is it connected to the house in some way?
The one in the hall? If you look above your bedroom door, you will see one of their names. I believe they were originally carved to watch over the occupant.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall find you if there is anything further I need.
Können wir eigentlich diese Briefe nicht mal angucken? Strange. Gideon said 6 guests are staying on the first floor. The family can retain their privacy on the second. Angeline claims the saints are represented above some of the doors in this house. How many, I wonder? Da kann man jetzt die Guests verbinden mit dem Welcome-Book?
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the
Nee, kann man nicht. Aber das alles hatten wir ja schon. Das muss jetzt irgendwas mit dem zu tun haben, was hier dazugekommen ist. The Group of Saints. Ja, aber das macht ja wenig Sinn, oder?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Naja. 7 prestigious saints. I should find these above 7 doors in the house. I wonder if this matches the number of expected guests. 7 saints assigned to rooms. Aber 6 guests sind hier.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
All the first floor rooms are accounted for. Perhaps the missing door is hidden elsewhere. One door missing. Ob das zusammenpasst?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
I fear Mademoiselle's secret may not be the only one this house is hiding. Vielleicht passt das mindful mit matured.
Order and method.
Nee, passt nicht. Kann ich Florette verbinden mit Florette? Contact mit sie weiß nicht, wo es ist?
Is there something I am not seeing?
Nee, aber das hätte doch jetzt eigentlich zusammengehören müssen, oder nicht? Sie weiß nicht, wo es ist und sie hat versucht, Kontakt aufzunehmen. Elizabeth must have taken this harder than I thought she would. Surely she has the strength to move on from this incident. Aber Elizabeth haben wir hier sonst gar nicht. Jetzt sind hier so wenige Sachen, die man verbinden kann und ich wüsste trotzdem nicht, was jetzt zusammenpasst. Das Receipt passt höchstens mit der Tag zusammen.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
It appears the family's financial situation is much the same as the last time I saw them. Can I confirm this? Was, sie sind immer noch arm? Gideon.
Please.
Dass die
Ask away,
getrennt
detective.
stehen und nicht zusammen unten. I'm aware finances can be a sensitive subject, but may I ask of the house's situation?
As far as I'm aware, everything is in order. From what I understand, the late Viscount had made some
Viscount.
questionable investments. But that is all in the past.
Das spricht sich ja sehr seltsam.
And regarding the payment of the blackmail,
Angeline does not have to worry about money anymore. I was born into some wealth, and I have earned my own fortune.
merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Also, Geld gibt's wohl. Gideon believes finances are in order. I'm glad they have got through the rocky stage I saw them in last time. Financial records. Da gehört vielleicht der Price Tag dazu.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Schade. Ja, gehört das dann zusammen?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Family taking care of money now. Okay. Great to hear. Dann müssen wir uns als nächstes näher umschauen hier unten und mal unser Zimmer suchen. Das machen wir aber nicht mehr heute. Ich würde sagen, wir machen an dieser Stelle lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.